Have we been lied to about how Christianity began? People sometimes claim that there were other Gospels that give us a completely different picture of Jesus from the Gospels in the Bible. One of these is the secret Gospel of Mark. We don't have any handwritten copies of secret Mark. It's claimed that the church leader Clement of Alexandria quoted from it in one of his letters around the end of the 2nd century. But we don't have any early copies of this letter of Clement either. In the 17th century, or so the story goes, someone copied Clement's letter into the back of a book. This book was discovered in the 1950s. The discoverer took photographs of the secret Mark quotations, but the book itself has now disappeared. So we don't even have this book from the 17th century. All we have are the 20th century photographs.
One of the most interesting Gospels talked about these days is the so-called secret Gospel of Mark. It's actually two quotations found in a letter thought to have been written by Clement of Alexandria. Very strange case because this letter is copied in the back of a 17th century book. And so it's not from an ancient manuscript, a papyrus, or anything like that, but found written in the back of a book, supposedly found in the Marsaba monastery in the Judean desert sometime in the 1950s. Well, these two fragments of this lost version of Mark describe Jesus with an unusual encounter with a naked youth one evening where Jesus shares with him the secrets or the mystery of the kingdom of God. It's a very strange story. Now, some scholars suspect the entire thing is a hoax, that in fact, this letter of Clement wasn't written by Clement at all, but rather it was a forgery, probably from the 20th century, perhaps related in some way to the person who says he found it, and that there may be some modern agenda at work here that doesn't have anything to do either with the church father Clement or with the Gospel of Mark or with Jesus of Nazareth.
There isn't any evidence that the secret Gospel of Mark even existed before the 20th century. Is it a forgery?
All things taken into consideration, I think that secret Mark is a forgery. I say this because the person who discovered secret Mark in 1958, according to his own story, was talking about some of the unusual features in the secret Gospel Mark in his own publications prior to 1958. And of course, this coincidences like this alert detectives of forgery and fraud and hoaxes that something is wrong because the discoverer seems to know about the distinctive features of the discovery years before making the discovery itself. And for me, that's a serious clue that we're probably looking at something that is not on the up and up.
It's strange that the same people who claim that we can't trust the Gospels in the Bible seem perfectly happy to accept the secret Gospel of Mark. Next time, we'll look at the secret Gospel of Judas, a well-known Gnostic Gospel that didn't make it into the Bible.